So you want something a little fancier? Then we need to create a banner for each section. Now, I've tried all sorts of software for this. The one that I just keep coming back to is PowerPoint. PowerPoint just makes this just such an easy task to do. So we've got our first slide. I've created a blank one for you, so you don't have to worry about size or font size or positioning. If you want to, you can create any sized banner you want just by going up in the Design tab of PowerPoint, going to Slide Size, into Custom Size, and then making it whatever size you want. But I've done one for you. I've set it up so that the fonts are sort of the right size, and I've got a section heading and a byline. You can change that to whatever you want, just the way you would in a normal PowerPoint. Just double click and type whatever you want in each of those, and the icon at the end can be changed as well. I'm going to keep the first one as it is, but I'm going to create a new banner for my next section. So I'm going to copy and paste that slide, and here it is here. And I'm going to change this one for my second section and create a new byline for it. And then I'm going to change the picture at the end. So if I right click on that picture at the end, I can change the graphic. There are a whole lot of options here. I can use a file I've already loaded from downloaded before or created. I can use stock images. So I'm going to go into stock images. There are pictures. I'm going to stick with an icon for this one, just so I've got a sort of a pattern, a theme running through my course. And I've got a test tube here. I'm going to grab and insert a test tube. And I'm going to create one more. I'll again just copy and paste that. And this one I'm going to make something like and again I shall change my graphic to match. So I'll go to stock images, icons, and I'll try body perhaps. There we go. How do my guts work? There's a nice picture of a stomach in there. So I've got 3 icons. If I want to change the color, it's just a matter of double clicking and going in and choosing whatever color I want. As I said, you can change it any way you like. But once you've got all your slides done, then I'm going to export those as images, as a separate image each. And PowerPoint is nice because I can just go up to the File menu, do a Save As, find where I want to save it. So I'll browse and find a place to put that. I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to change it, the type, save as type, to PNG, so Portable Network Graphics. And I'm going to give it a name. So this is the name for my course. So this is Biology. And I'm going to save that. And I want to send all those slides. And it's going to save them as a separate file in a folder called Biology. If I now go into that folder, there's a Biology folder. And in here are each of my slides. So I've got my title slides created. I'm now going to add those to my Moodle course. So I'm going to open up Moodle. I need to change it so that we can have just one section open at a time. So as we did in the simple version, we go to Edit Settings over in Administration. We go down to Course Format and change the course layout from Show All Sections on one page to show one section per page. Save and display that. So now when I see my course, all the resources in each section are now hidden until I click on those. So that's what we did last time. I'm now going to go in and change the word Introduction to the banner that I created. So to do that, I'm going to click on Introduction, and I now need to grab the URL from the top. So you can see the URL sitting at the top of the browser. I'm going to copy that. That's important that you do that. I'm going to go across and turn Editing on. Introduction, I'm going to go right across to Edit here, and I'm going to edit the topic. It currently has the word introduction in there. I need to remove that and replace it with a single space. So just a space is all I need, but I do need to have something in there. So rather than having a word, I'm going to put a space. I'm now going to add an image. I'm going to browse and upload a file, just like I normally would do. So here's my folder that has my biology headings in it. My first one is slide 1, so I'm going to add that and upload it. And I'm going to add a description for someone who can't normally see it. Now, they may not be able to see it for a number of reasons. One, it may be they're working on a phone and the images aren't showing up, or they may be visually impaired, so it's important then to have a visual or a written description of that. So I'm just going to put the word introduction, save the image. There's the image there. I've got to turn that into a link, so I'm going to click on it to highlight it, go up to the link button, and I'm going to paste in that link that I had before and create the link, save all that. And to see if it works, I'll turn editing off and I'll go back into here. You can now see I've got my banner. When I click on it, it takes me inside that section. So that's working really well. I'm just going to put a home button up the top here. And at the moment I've got announcements. I could leave those there if I want. I'd probably prefer to put them, if I'm going to have them, inside the introduction section. Now, if I turn editing on while I'm at the home page here, then everything opens up in the editing view, and I'll only be able to go in and work on a single section if I only want to see a single section by typing on the link for that. But for the moment, I'm just going to drag my announcements down into the introduction. I just really want them out of the way, or even remove them. I now need to get to my home page. So just to make sure which it is, that's the link for the home page. I'll just copy that. I'm going to put a picture in here, so I'm going to edit the section. I'm going to again custom and put a space in there, upload an image, and I want a home symbol this time, so I'm going to have a look, and I've got a home symbol here, so I'm going to upload that. And again, I'm going to put in the word home just so people can see that. I'm going to center that on the page. Don't have to, but I'm going to. I'm going to again paste in the URL for the home page. Save the changes. And if I turn my editing off, here's my first section, introduction. Where are we going? Here are my resources for that. Here's the home button that takes me back to the first page. And I can do the same with each of these, which I'll do really quickly now. So here's my course so far. I've got the graphics I created. I can click on any of those to go into that particular section. And I've got my home button to go back to. If you need help doing any of that, please yell. I'd love to help you out and get you started on creating a really nice looking, easily navigatable course for Moodle.